squishy devils and demons. This is Nurse Hatchet, she-wolf of the Wolf Pack.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, step right up. Behind this curtain lies a ghastly concoction of delight, horror, fantasy, and terror. Your every wish is our command, your every whimsical desire brought to life. But I'm warning you, there's always a price. Welcome to the greatest show on earth!
It's the Eric Morse Project on Blog Talk Radio.
The Eric Morse Project, OutpostFavena.com, and Fossil Films presents Astro Atomic Space Dogs Retro Radio Theater, hosted by Balkazar, Emperor of Evil, Child of Destruction, and Astro Atomic Space Dog!
Hello again, humans. This is Balkazar, Emperor of Evil, Child of Destruction, welcoming you to another edition of Retro Radio Theater. Oh! Yes, I was just about to introduce you, Fleabag. Oh! Yes, I'm very much aware that your name is Astro Atomic Space Dog, and that you are the star of the show. So, Fleabag, what did you do on your month-long vacation? As you and the audience are aware, Retro Radio Theater wasn't on last month due to the fact that Eric Morse wanted to put on a Valentine's Day special. Though I wonder why it had to be us that got taken off rather than either those horror chat guys or Racks and Razors. Oh! Okay. I'm calm now. Oh! What did I do on my vacation? Oh, I attended a convention of the EGU, Evil Geniuses Unite. It was a wonderful affair. I got to chat with other wonderfully evil people and got to listen to seminars. Yes. Dr. Terrible got an award for the most dastardly achievement for turning the Canadian hockey team into monkeys. Of course, his plot got foiled by Captain Goodness. But that, I gather, doesn't matter. How lovely. Oh! Me? Jealous? I have no idea what you're talking about. So, Fleabag, you still haven't told us what you did over the past month. Oh! You and Timmy went on a Caribbean cruise. Oh! And you found pirate treasure. How wonderful for you. Oh! And the ruins of a lost city. Fantastic. Oh, little me? I'm fine. I'm just dandy. So, we are going to have a wonderful show. We have a drama from England titled Keeping His Promise. Then we will thrill you with another thrilling tale from our friends at Racks and Razors. It's titled 1042 Tuesday. So with no further ado, here is Keeping His Promise. Enjoy.
This week, Eric Deacon and Christopher Neame star in Keeping His Promise by Algernon Blackwood, dramatized for radio by Patricia Mays.
Hello there, Jack.
Henry?
May I join you, old chap?
Yes, of course.
When's your next tutorial?
In about 15 minutes.
Oh, I've got half an hour. How are the studies going?
Behind, as usual.
As a fourth-year man, you should be keeping well ahead.
Yes, I keep being told, Henry. Believe me, it's not for the lack of trying. I've nearly got word blindness. I've been reading so much.
Oh, God. This lunch is pretty foul, isn't it?
Is it?
You are eating, I suppose. You look pretty gaunt.
Food doesn't interest me at present.
You can't study on an empty stomach, old boy.
Oh, I thought an empty stomach helped to make the intellect keener.
Rot. You need a break. Yeah, I've been invited to a party tonight. What about it?
Don't tempt me.
A chance for you to meet people. You hardly know anyone at the university. You know, I think I'm about the only friend you've got.
I haven't the time to socialize. Believe me, Henry, I'm finding it very difficult. My mind seems reluctant to absorb all the information. Why is it so easy for some?
You mean me?
Oh, no, not you specifically. You don't know how lucky you are to have such a retentive memory. I read a page, I think I've got it, only to find by tomorrow morning it's gone, utterly and totally.
Yes, well, maybe you're trying too hard.
It
happens sometimes.
Yes, I'd like to think that, but I'd be living in a fool's paradise.
If I can help in any way, old chap.
Yes. Thanks, Henry. You're very kind.
My dear chap, you're so silly. Only too willing to help. Mind you, those tiny rooms you have in Findlay Street, they can't be very conducive to serious study.
Yes, maybe not, but I can't afford anything else.
So you really won't join me tonight? Have some fun.
No, afraid not. I've got an awful lot of swatting to do until the early hours. All I want is peace and quiet.
Judging from that part of Edinburgh, that's all you will get.
Yes, look, I must go now. I'll see you later.
Yes. Well, goodbye, Jack, old man.
Damn! I knocked all the papers on the floor. Where was I? Skull. Right. Here we are. Now, Jack, try and keep awake. And concentrate. Why don't they supply silent clocks for undergraduates? Go on. 9, 10, 11. Right, I'll try again. The human skull. Oh, no! Oh, who's that at this time of night? Not green, surely not green. Not after what I told him. He wouldn't do a thing like that. Oh, I suppose I'd better answer it. I mean, this is too much. The fellow knows I'm reading from an exam. Hello? Who's there? Must be around the bend in the staircase, and yet the steps seem to be right here beside me. Jack, you were talking yourself into a nightmare. Someone is playing a joke which, frankly, I don't find in the least bit funny. Right. Right, I'll close the... Someone is there. Hello? Who's there? Damn the light in this hallway. Did you want me? Did you know just now? Who are you? Come nearer the light and... I... Field? Ambrose Field? I hardly recognized you, old man. You look so white and thin. Are you ill, man? Come inside, quick. You look absolutely worn out. Come and sit down, please. You've quite taken me by surprise. When was the last time we met? What do you mean, Ambrose? You can't come?
I told you, I've got to stay in.
Oh, what have you done now?
I was rude to Proctor.
You are an ass. Why don't you control that temper of yours?
The man's an idiot. He doesn't like you.
You'll be expelled if you keep on behaving like this.
I don't care.
You should care. What do your parents say?
I don't care about them either.
You're just being silly and irresponsible.
You do what you like, Jack, and I'll do what I like.
You'll never get to university. You'll have no future.
You sound just like my father.
But he's right.
I want to lead my own life. I'm not answering to fools like old Proctor.
He may be old, but he's no fool.
Look, Jack, I know you're my closest friend and all that, but I'm sick to death of people telling me what to do all the time.
How long is it, Ambrose, since we're at school together? 5? 6 years? Look, old man, is something wrong? What's happened?
Lady Field,
Yes, officer.
is this young man your son?
Where did you find him?
Near the river, my lady. Lying in the gutter.
Oh.
He's dead drunk, my lady.
What?
Come along, now, sir. Come along. In you come, that's right. I could see the way he was dressed and everything, that he was from a decent home. That's right.
Oh, thank you, officer. I'm deeply indebted to you. Are there going to be... is he likely to be charged with anything?
Lady, no, I don't know. Not this time. But I would urge you to try and exercise a little more control over him. He could get into some serious trouble one day, especially in that area.
Yes, of course.
I don't want to say...
You've got a wild one there, I can tell you.
Lord Field is out at the moment. No doubt he will deal with him strongly when he returns.
Good. A young gentleman like that needs a father's hand.
Ambrose? Ambrose? Do you want to tell me about it? I mean, I heard things, of course.
I say, Jack, Ambrose Field's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah,
Father owns half of Pimlico.
I believe so, yes. Why?
In prison. What? Heard the details from a friend. Caught in one of those opium dens. Up to the most appalling things. Drugs, women, prostitution. Quite dreadful. God knows how his father's going to keep this quiet.
Oh, how awful.
You know the family well?
Oh, I was at school with Ambrose before he was expelled. But my sister, Emily, and Ambrose's sister are very close. I haven't seen Ambrose in... must be a year or so. Why, you look exhausted, Ambrose. You just eat some supper and relax. We'll soon have you looking better. Get some of that food down you. After we've eaten, then we'll have a chat, eh? Must be much to talk about. Ah, I've just remembered. I've got a bottle of whiskey somewhere. What an ass I am. I never touch it myself when I'm working, but, well, this is a special occasion, isn't it?
Hello, Father. Come in. Come in.
So you're here, my son, my heir. You disgrace me, Ambrose. And you dishonor my name.
What are you talking about?
Look at yourself.
I'm sorry, Father. I don't know.
Damn you, look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, can't you see what stares back at you? My God, if I had the courage, I'd kill you.
I've had too much to drink.
Too much to drink, my God.
As a young man, you must have got it in some scrapes now and again.
Ambrose, do you realize how much misery you have brought into this house? Your mother is downstairs now, crying. She's crying because of you, because of your appalling behavior, because of the shame you've brought onto this family. The police pick you up out of gutters. They drag you from your whores. They worm you out of the disgusting squalor of the opium dens. You are the talk of London. And because you are my son, so am I.
I have lots of friends, Father. We enjoy ourselves.
You don't understand a word I'm talking about, do you?
Father, what's all this leading to? What are you intending to do?
Do? I'm going to do nothing, my boy. It's you who has something to do. I want you to pack your clothes and what possessions you have, and I want you to leave this house. You take nothing other than your personal possessions, and I never, ever want to see you again.
Father,
I have agonized over this decision, Ambrose, but now that I have made it, it is irrevocable. And don't believe for one moment that your friends or your mother will make me change my mind. I dare say you will find some kind of roof to sleep or lust under, but it will not be as my son.
No, don't you, please.
You have 1 hour, and you will not see your mother before you leave. I shall be with her in the drawing room, and I shall lock the door. I don't want to know of your existence ever again.
Does Mother know what you intend to do?
No, she will only know about it when it has happened. 1 hour, Ambrose.
Please, Father, you can't do this.
An hour.
Please. I've nowhere to go. My home is here.
Your home was here, but no longer. I have done everything I could to help you, but I cannot take the shame and disgrace you bring upon us any longer. 1 hour, Ambrose.
You old bastard. Dear God, what can I do? Where can I go? I know the answer. Father, you needn't think you can get rid of me so easily. You'll never be able to forget me. Never.
Here we are. Drink that, old man. That'll help you regain your strength and senses. Then you must tell me how you found me. I'm swatting to be a doctor for my sins. I sometimes think your carefree attitude towards your future might have been for the best when I consider what I'm suffering at the moment. Why, your coat's all dry and dusty. I thought it was raining outside. Ambrose? Ambrose? You've fallen asleep. Look, I shall be here for the rest of the night reading for this exam. You're more than welcome to my bed. Tomorrow, we'll have a late breakfast and, well, we'll see what can be done. Make plans, eh? Come on. Let me help you into the bedroom. Yeah, that's it. Come along, old friend. You need to rest in a nice, soft, warm bed. Let's make a vow, Ambrose.
A vow to what?
To eternal friendship. That whatever happens to us, we will always be the greatest of friends, each to help the other if he's in trouble. All right? Good.
What are you doing with that knife, Jack?
For the vow to be properly taken requires the letting and joining of our blood. Only this way will our friendship last until death. What do you say, Ambrose?
Very well, Jack. I'm willing.
I wonder how long he'd been waiting out there on the stairs. He really does look quite ill. He ate as if he hadn't seen food for a week. Listen to his breathing. I can hear him in here. Oh, he's in a deep, deep sleep. I too can hardly keep awake, and I must try. I must try. In dealing with a fracture, it is important to keep the limb immobile. Strange, my arm. Ooh, pins and needles. Need to stretch, I expect. Now, where was I? Ah! Oh, that pain again. Ooh, I must have been leaning on it awkwardly. I'd better go and see how Ambrose is faring. Still asleep. By the looks of him, he hasn't moved an inch. The poor fellow, he must have been exhausted. Ah! Oh! There's that pain again. Oh, I must have been sitting in a draft or something. Ambrose, what would you like for breakfast? Ambrose? Ambrose! In the bathroom? Ambrose, old man, where are you? Ambrose! Where in God's name is he? Ambrose, come on, old man, don't play the fool. Where are you? You're hiding behind the door. Oh, the bedroom's empty yet. Field? Is that you? Where are you, man? Stop playing this damn stupid game. Oh. Started again. God, it hurts. Field, this has gone far enough. Where are you? Damn it, man, what are you trying to do? You under the bed, or what? Ah, God. My arm. It's almost unbearable. You must be in here. Field. Field. Lay down on the bed. There. No. I'm going mad. No! No. Too much study. That's it. Students who read too much, sleep too little, have hallucinations. That's a medical fact. That's what it is. Total exhaustion. It wasn't Field that was exhausted. It was me. My senses were shaken. Reason was disturbed. Yes. Field was no more than a hallucination. That's it. And my arm, it still hurts. That's real enough. The impression of the body on the bed, that was real too, but no. Think for a moment, Jackie. He didn't utter a word. Ambrose did not utter a word. Oh, it's incredible. It's absurd. If it's an hallucination, why can I hear him breathe? Why? I've got to get out. Oh, no. Perhaps a walk across Hollywood will clear the air, bring the sanity back again.
Hello, Marriott. I was getting worried.
Henry, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd drop in, compare notes, and catch breakfast from you. Where have you been, old boy?
I've been walking across Holyrood.
This early?
I had a bad headache. The walk helped.
Ah, read hard all night then?
Yes, yes.
I didn't know you had any friends who drank, Marriott.
I didn't know I had either. What are you getting at?
In the bedroom, old boy. Sounds as if some chap is sleeping it off in there, doesn't it?
And you can hear it, too. Oh, thank God.
Of course I can hear it. I'm sorry if I wasn't meant to...
No, I didn't mean that. Oh, I'm relieved. If you hear it, too, then it's all right. But really, it frightened me more than I can tell you. I thought I was going to have a brain fever or something. And you know how much depends on this exam. It always begins with sounds or visions or some beastly hallucinations. And
Jack,
I thought it was...
Jack, what in heaven's name are you talking about?
Listen to me, Henry, and I'll tell you what I mean. Only please don't interrupt. Last night, at about 11 o'clock, you still hear the breathing, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then you come with me, and we'll search the room together, and you'll see if what I say isn't true.
Just a minute, Jack. I've been in there already. When I heard the sounds and thought it was you.
What?
Well, hang it all. Someone must be there.
Someone is in there. But where? Now, come on, come into the room. Come on, Henry.
No, Jack, don't ask me. I've been in once. There's nothing there.
Now you know what I've been through all night, why I've been tramping across Holyrood for the last 2 hours. The only thing that ought to have a proper, logical explanation is the pain in my arm. It hurts infernally and aches all the way up. I can't remember bruising it or anything.
Let me examine it for you. I'm awfully good at bones, in spite of the examiner's opinion to the contrary.
All right.
Roll up your shirt sleeve.
You're going to have a brusque bedside manner, I'll see. My God, I'm bleeding. Not much, but there's blood all the same. Look. A cut near the wrist.
Well, you've scratched yourself without knowing it.
No sign of a bruise. It must be something else that makes the arm ache.
What's the matter, Jack? I see nothing strange about a scratch. It was your cufflink, probably, last night in your excitement. But Jack, my dear fellow, what's the matter?
Do you see that red mark? I mean, underneath what you call a scratch.
Let me see. Yeah? Well, yes, I see it. It looks like an old scar.
It is an old scar. Now it all comes back to me.
What? Marriott, what's the matter with you?
Quiet. Quiet, and I'll tell you. Field made that scar. Did you hear me? Field made that scar.
Field? You mean last night?
No, not last night. Years ago, at school with my knife. And I made a similar scar on his arm. We exchanged drops of blood in each other's cuts. He put a drop of blood into my arm, and I put one into his.
In the name of heaven, what for?
It was a boys' compact. We made a secret pledge, a bargain, a vow of friendship. Oh, I remember it all perfectly now. We swore to appear to one another. I mean, whoever died first swore to show himself to the other, and we sealed the compact with each other's blood. I remember it all so well. A hot summer afternoon in my room 7 years ago, one of the masters caught us and confiscated the knife. I've never thought of it again to this day.
And you mean that...
Dear God, means, don't you?
But there's no good being upset about it. I mean, well, if it's all a hallucination, we know what to do. And if it isn't, well, we know what to think, don't we?
No, I suppose so, but it frightens me terribly. That poor devil.
After all, if the worst is true, and that chap has kept his promise, well, he has. And that's all, isn't it?
Yes.
There's only one thing that occurs to me, and that is this. Are you quite sure that he really ate like that? I mean that he actually ate anything at all.
What?
Can you check?
What? I put the things away myself after we'd finished. They're on the third shelf in that cupboard. No one's touched them since.
Just as I thought. It was partly hallucination at any rate. The things haven't been touched. Come and see for yourself. There's the loaf, the plate of stale scones, the oatcake, all untouched. But even the glass of whiskey, there it is. The whiskey's still in it. You were feeding no one. Field ate and drank nothing. He was not here at all.
But the breathing. I heard it. You heard it. In there now. Where are you going?
Just a moment. There's only one thing to do. Write home and find out about him. And meanwhile, come and finish your reading in my rooms. I've got an extra bed.
Henry. Look, I've had a reply from the sister.
What did she say?
That's just family stuff. Here we are. Here. It is curious that in your letter you should have inquired about Ambrose Field. It seems a terrible thing, but only a short while ago, Lord Field's patience at Ambrose's behaviour was exhausted, and he turned him out of the house, they say, without a penny. Well, what do you think? He has killed himself.
Good Lord.
At least it looks like suicide. Instead of leaving the house, he went down and hid in the cellar and simply starved himself to death. They found the body on the 14th, and the doctor said he died about 12 hours before. He was dreadfully thin.
And he died on the 13th. The very night he came to see you.
That was Keeping His Promise by Algernon Blackwood, with Eric Deacon as Marriott and Christopher Neame as Ambrose Field. David Griffin was Green, Peter Tottenham, Lord Field, and Nerissa Knights, Lady Field. Other parts were played by Nigel Graham. Technical presentation was by Prue Menmuir. This was a BBC World Service drama production directed by Derek Hodinott.
That was wonderful. What did you think, Fleabag? Oh! High praise. Well, before we start our next radio drama, we present our host, Eric Morse, with a horror news update. Enjoy. Gore and scares, everyone. This is Eric Morse with your horror news update for March 2010. What do an ex-Army Ranger, vampires, DMX, Michael Madsen, and my old buddy Kat Von D have in common? If you said the film The Bleeding, you'd be right. When an ex-Army Ranger goes in search of the person who killed his parents, he finds an army of bloodsuckers, and the fun begins. Let's check out the trailer.
Kane, The evil that took my parents' last breaths. My brother's last breath. And now, I was going to take his.
Your death brings me life. I can feel the life that your blood gives me.
Every night his enemy grows stronger. But his mission is clear. What I do think is that you're the kind of guy who only shows up when the shit's about to hit the fan. Now, his vow for revenge will lead him to the very heart and the hell on earth.
I want him dead.
Joe.
You know anything about shotguns? Loaded.
Michael Mathias, DMX, Rochelle, Michael Madsen, Cat Von D, and Armando Sante.
I just think there's some things in this here world they never talked about. But those things, they can kill you. They'll let you have all the fun.
This is definitely a film that won't disappoint you gorehounds. The film is set for release on May 6th. Now let's go to Tokyo for our next film. From Yohiro Nishimura, the guy behind Tokyo Gore Police and The Machine Girl, comes Vampire Girl versus Frankenstein Girl. When a Tokyo student receives a Valentine chocolate from the new student in class, he gets infected by the vampire blood the girl has put into the chocolate. A little moral reminder, folks, never take chocolates from the new girl. Anyway, the boy resigns himself to his new life with his new undead babe. But complication. His old girlfriend sees him and the other girl on the rooftop of the school. She goes up there and tries to throw the vampire girl from the roof, only to fall herself. Ouch! And dies. But, and of course, this always happens, her father is a mad scientist and brings her back as a Franken girl. Then the battle for the boy begins. Let's check out the trailer. update you on when this film is ready for release in the near future. Well, that's all I have for this month. Catch me next month when I bring you more chills and thrills. This is Eric Morse for the Eric Morse Project. Gore and scares, everybody. So now we present, thanks to our friends at Racks and Razels, 1042 Tuesday. Enjoy. Oh!
Hello, everyone. This is Karen with the radio play 1042 Tuesday, written by John Michael Sullivan.
Hey, Mr. Fisher. Another delivery for you.
Hey, good morning, Tim. What have we got today?
Some kind of stud gun, looks like. Sign here.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. She'll sink half-inch steel bolts right into solid cement.
Mr. Fisher, you mind me asking, what are you doing with all this stuff? I mean, ever since I took over this route, you're like a regular stop.
Yeah, well, I'm doing some remodeling in the basement.
Oh, okay. Well, be careful.
Once, there was a man named Jacob who loved his little girl more than anything. He played with her in the yard of their quiet suburban house. He got her the best Christmas presents, and when she came crying with a broken toy, he'd always take it down to the basement and make it all better. He was very good with tools. But the little girl grew up and left the quiet house in the suburbs. She moved to the city where Jacob couldn't protect her anymore. And there, she met a man named Toby. I don't like to talk about that much.
Congratulations on purchasing your new DX56 fastening tool. Use extreme caution. Powder-actuated fastening tools are dangerous. Yes, I'm sure they are.
They caught Toby. They put him in jail and sentenced him to death. But Jacob was broken inside. He had terrible dreams that took him to dark places. The night of the execution, he met the prison barber who shaved Toby's head and gave him $500 for a bag of Toby's hair. Then Jacob did the only thing he knew how to do. He went down to the basement to make it better.
Ear and eye protection, check. Cartridge strip. All right. Let's see what you've got. Yeah, that'll work.
Jacob takes his new stud gun back into the dark recesses of the basement, past walls lined with 3 years' worth of dangerous tools. Still, the broken place inside him remains dead and gaping. 1,042 days, and still, it's not enough. He built a chamber with cinder block walls and no windows. The only way in is through a heavy metal door. He wears the key around his neck. Inside, candles provide the only light. Jacob lights them with a butane torch. Their flickering light reveals a magic circle on the floor. He starts to move around the magic circle, chanting words that come to him in dreams. Then he takes some of the precious hairs, just a few, from a silver box and lets them fall into the circle.
In justice's name, Damihi, I call you. For hate's sake, Damihi, I summon you. In her name's memory, Damihi, periculum, come again to me.
The falling hairs glow for an instant and are consumed. A rush of wind ripples the candle flame. And suddenly, Toby's standing there in his prison jumpsuit and shaved head. Jacob levels the taser pistol.
That's right. Drop, you son of a bitch.
3 quick steps, the stud gun jabbed against his shoulder.
Ah! God damn it!
Toby's shoulder is bolted to the floor. Jacob tries to load the gun again, but...
Ah, damn it!
Toby acts on raw instinct. A leg sweep and...
What did you do to... Oh, God, I can't move. Oh, Christ, this is gonna hurt. All right, 1, 2... Stop. Ah!
Oh, God, I've turned him loose.
Jacob's head spins. He barely sees Toby flee the chamber. Then he realizes what happened.
Oh, man, I'm bleeding bad. Need a towel or something. There. Okay. Ah, shit, that hurts. Okay, upstairs. Find his car keys.
Hey, you forgot something out there.
Yeah, I forgot to kill you, you twisted old son of a bitch. Oh, that's all right. I'll just leave you in there to starve and think about what I'm doing back out in the world again.
Oh, I can get out of here. Don't you worry about that. But you aren't going anywhere. I got something in here you need. Something that scares the piss out of you.
That's so. Not much scares me anymore, old man.
Yeah, how about this box of hair?
Toby hadn't thought about that. Some things are worse than dying. Trust me.
You'll bleed out before too long, and I'll still have you where I want you. No, you're not going anywhere. You want the box? You're gonna have to open this door and come and get it. Pretty soon, too, I'm guessing. You okay out there? Not getting shocky, are you? Any nausea? Your fingernails turning blue?
Shut up. Just shut up.
Some time passes. Neither man is entirely aware. Toby slowly bleeds on one side of the door, and Jacob's brain struggles with the concussion on the other.
Hey, old man, you still there?
What?
While we're waiting, something I always wanted to say to you. You never loved that girl?
You sick bastard! You go to hell!
No such place, old man. And I'd know, just dark and empty. No, I mean it. You didn't love her. How many times have we done this now?
1042.
That many, huh? You keep bringing me back. Bringing me back! How come you never thought to just bring her back?
You fucker, that's the first thing I did. But you had her too long before you killed her. All she'd do is scream and lash out whenever I tried to touch her. Finally, I just had to let her go.
Should have let me go too.
A little more time, a little more blood soaks into the towel around Toby's shoulders.
You still here, old man? You didn't get a concussion in there, did you? Bleeding's not stopping. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not getting out of this. That's all right. I can take that. I've been dead before. But I'm done with you, old man. I'm not going this time without that box of hair, or else killing you. Then nobody's bringing nobody back. Yeah, this'll do.
Jacob's done all he can. All that's left is to wait for Toby. His head hurts. His vision's blurred. But one way or another, he knows the end is coming. He's coming through the door. Jacob fights to stay alert. He gropes for the taser.
That's right. Come and get it.
A flash in his blurred vision, the prison jumpsuit, he fires the taser. But Toby's naked. The jumpsuit on a stick in front of him. Then...
That's right! That's right! Now where's the damn box? Where the hell is it? Ha! Here you are. Now you remember this butane torch, don't you? Well, I sure do. What do you say we light her up? Screw you, old man. It's over. I win.
No, you don't.
What?
Jacob staggers to his feet, the stud gun loaded and ready. He turns his head and shows Toby the place where he's ripped out a chunk of his own hair.
That wasn't your hair you burned up.
Why do we have to keep doing this, old man?
What else have I got?
Morning, Mr. Fisher. Whoa! What did you do to your head?
I fell down, Tim. Don't worry. I'm fine. What do we got today?
Grinding attachment for a power drill.
Oh, yes.
That'll be nice.
Tuesday. Directed by Heath Arada. Written by John M. Sullivan. Starring Huey Phillips as Karen Fisher. Andrew Clemenson as Jacob Fisher. Greg Titterington as Toby Allen. And Chad Riley as Tim. Sound design by SweetSweetProduction.com. Dave Cockrum and Heath Arada. RacksandRazors.com or MySpace.com/RacksandRazorsRadioShow.
That was marvelous. I love a good tale of revenge, especially when it's done over and over again. Oh, oh, oh! Well, thank you, Astro Atomic Fleabag. Yes, I am a naughty boy. Well, look at that. We have a phone call. Hello, you are on Retro Radio Theater. Excuse me, this is most inappropriate. Yuck. It was obviously that Will Kuiper person again. I'm sorry, Will, but Eric Morse isn't in right now. Don't come back now. Here. Oh, look, Fleabag, we got another call coming in. Oh! It couldn't be as bad as the last one. Hello, this is Balkazar, Emperor of Evil, Child of Destruction, and you are on Retro Radio Theater.
You're my babe. Me and Bubba, my little brother, we listen to you every night. Hey, what about my request? You know.
Excuse me, this is most inappropriate. My God, where the hell do these people come from? It's obvious that they got a wrong number. Well, Fleabag, it's nearly time for us to say adieu to this edition of Retro Radio Theater. But first, we must acknowledge our sponsors. Oh! The Eric Morse Project is sponsored by FrightStuff.com, DK New York Effects, and Dr. Blood's Video Vault. Associate sponsors are HorrorDemons.com, BenevolentStreet.com. Official coffee place of our show is the Daily Boost, Courthouse Square, Redwood City, California. All of our shows are dedicated to the internet mistress of horror, Dark Spider. This is Balkazar, Emperor of Evil, Child of Destruction, for the Eric Morse Project. I get a chill each time I hear that. Well, that is the end of this edition of Retro Radio Theater. But be ready next month for more chills and thrills from myself and the Fleabag, Atomic Space Dog. We will end this broadcast with a lovely piece of music, amusingly titled Doomsday. Take care and keep America strong. Listen to Retro Radio. Oh! Oh!
Phoenix Comics+Toys. Hello, creeps. Get your one-of-a-kind custom horror host figurines. That's right, kiddies. Oh, you can find hosts like the Keymaster, Mummy and the Monkey. I just love that name. Mr. Lobo, or even Carlos Borloff's Monster Madhouse. Tell him your bony little friend, the Crypt Keeper, sent you. It won't get you a discount, but it might get you killed. Phoenix Comics+Toys.
It's Spooky Boo from Spooky Boo's Scary Story Time. Grab a glass of wine, a nice warm blanket, and a pair of headphones and listen to the spooky tales of the internet. Some of the stories I write, some are creepypasta, others are sent in by listeners. You'll enjoy falling asleep to these spooky, scary stories. Now get ready, and I'll see you in your nightmares.